welcome to today's edition of Talking Winch. It's FA Cup first qualifying round. Winchester City are home to Fareham Town. It's a really good day to be a football fan because it's the FA Cup as always. I'm joined as always by Winchester City's football encyclopedia himself, Mr. Keane, and I am of course the man of the hour and the man with the power, the man that's just too sweet to be sour, the Tower of Power himself, the people's report, Mr. Yannick Pitkoski. Afternoon, Pete.
Afternoon, Yannick.
Which is being played out by Oasis tribute band across the road at the Sausage and Cider Festival. So we kind of like enjoying football and getting played music, so win-win. We are of course at home today to Fareham Town. You've got two wins.
I have, yes. Two changes for Monday. Don Palace-Dower and Jamie Barron come back in the team for Luke Keane and Brad Watson, who got down. Yeah.
So also we found out that Tommy Wright's not in the team either. Is that already?
Yeah.
So again, it leaves Keane, who's going to be leading the line for Winchester, who I say had an excellent game on Monday.
Yeah.
It really was good. It's good to have him back and off the mark. He should have had 2 goals, but that's another matter altogether. Crawled out after the first 2 minutes of the game. But no, it's good to see him back and whatever. We come up against Fareham Town. Now, I've been with this club long enough. I remember the battles with Fareham Town, and they were battles, ladies and gentlemen, trust me. But last year they got promotions into the Ishman League, correct?
That is correct, yeah. So they're now the equivalent league to us. So they've,
Yeah.
I think they had a few years in the Wessex.
Yeah,
they
they
were
did.
sort of, they were sort of, didn't hear much about them. They were sort of always lower than us. But now, obviously, something's happened there, and they're doing well. And they're like, obviously, we've gone down. They've come up. We're now equivalent again. It's like back in the Wessex we used to have battles with them, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, they've got a very when we used to go and see them, a fanatical fan support, loyal fan support, shall I say, a bit like what we've got. But yeah, so it's going to be a good old-fashioned cup tie today, which I love to think. I love that kind of thing. But I am a little bit worried. I'm going to say this out loud. I don't know what the crowd's going to be like today because of what's going on across the road.
They're all over there.
They're all over there.
That's
They should
the
be over
problem.
here.
Yeah. So I know. You see, if they come here, they could have, they could have got 2 for the price of 1, free football, and hear the band.
And also as well, watch us do Talking Winch. That's 3 things they could have had.
Well,
so,
yeah, that's obviously the main attraction.
Of course it is. But no, how important is to clubs like, I mean, we're seeing at the moment, down the road, or up the road I should say, Tadley Cleaver 3-2 up against Weymouth in the FA Cup, which is incredible. To clubs of this size, it's so important for them to go in the cup for the simple reason of money.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, like you say, money. But obviously, yeah, at this level, like any extra finance you can bring into the club to help run it, then it's always welcome. So a good FA Cup run or a good trophy run is always appreciated. So hopefully, we get through then and maybe to a National League South club in the next round. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, last season we got Weymouth ourselves, and unfortunately we went to a replay, but that did make the club a nice little bit of money. But no, we will wait and see. So today it will be, of course, it will be Rob Conway, the incomparable Rob Conway will join me at half time, and then this gentleman's back with me at full time because Kev's over listening to Oasis and having the odd munch on a sausage. The Froome Fringe, Mr. Two Pinter himself is not here today, we just found out. So it'll be Pete will be with me at full time. Sorry, got a frog in my throat there for some reason. So we'll see. I'll see you back at full time.
Indeed.
And we'll see you later. Take care. All the best. to half-time report here on Talking and Winch. It's the FA Cup first qualifying round. It's incomparable time. It's Winchester City 0, Fareham Town 0, and as I said, it's incomparable. He's here with me now. Rob, how are we not leading this game?
How we're not leading it is one thing. How we're not fighting up is another thing. I think even the most die-hard Fareham fan will say that they are more than lucky to get in goalless. And yeah, it's been a fantastic half for Winch perspective. Yeah. Apart from putting the ball in the back of the net.
Exactly. There was a couple of opportunities. I mean, the keeper's made one great save from Conor Lynch, and then the one moment that stands out was Conor Lynch went through, passes the ball back, and 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, Barmer puts the ball in the back of the net. He puts the wrong side, doesn't he, on the post?
Yeah, well, if you look at Fareham's Twitter, they thought it went in the back of the net and got disallowed for offside. It was that, like, it's literally everyone in the ground expected it to be a goal, and then they realised it wasn't. Yeah, again, like I say, keeper made a good save from one-on-one with Lynch, made another good save, which then Lynch got the rebound, gave it back to Barmer. Yeah, I'd expect Gordo to score that one. And then, to be fair, they were the obvious chances. But then since then, Lynch has had another chance. Barmer's had another chance, well saved. Baz has had a flying header that must have been millimetres wide at the far post. And it's been one of those. If we were 5-0 up now, Fareham fans couldn't complain. But
saying that at the end of the half, right at the end,
they had there was ping ponging around in the box, and then the ball ended up. Tommy was on the floor, if it looked like, and the ball obviously rebounded and went over the bar, thankfully. But I'm in two minds. I've seen the premonition that J-Mo's going to score a winner today, but at the same time, I'm really hoping it's not one of those magic of the cup. They absolutely get battered, full stop, and then sneak a last-minute winner. That would break my heart, and it would be completely unjust. But it's just like. People say, "Oh, magic in the FA Cup, magic in the Cup." If you're a Fareham fan, that's what you're hoping for in the second half.
And unfortunately, we've seen it so many times.
Exactly, it's happened many times, and we this is up there with the best we played. No disrespect to Fareham, they're not the best team we played this season. I don't know the difference in strength between the Southern League and the Eastern League. Apart from the literally last kick of the game, they've offered next to little. But all it takes in a cup game is half chance. Half chance, and I'd like to think. We'll come out again and get it going again. And
quick question: is Reggie on the bench? I forgot to. So he
could
come on.
Reggie can come on. Yeah, so we've got, but also Price is on the bench as well. So
anything is possible. Price is on the bench. Anything is possible.
Yeah, but Reggie's on the bench. So if he gets to that point where we're looking like a new goal, bring him on, shake it up a bit.
And one other thing, it's not the best way.
No, obviously we're closer together today, not because of anything special, but take half a step tonight, we're going to get soaked. But it's, I don't know if that's affecting the game at all, but it's absolutely miserable out here today.
But at least we're not standing in the field and watching it tribute.
Hope you're enjoying that.
Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you as always, and we'll see you later. Take care. Come on! finished in the FA Cup first round. I've got to do something else. I've got to say sorry to our sponsors. I haven't said sponsored by our friends at Visual Sounds Disco, so apologies for that. I've got to keep remembering to do that. But it's finished 0-0 in the FA Cup first qualifying round between Winchester City and Fareham Town. It's 0-0. I'm joined by Winchester Football Encyclopedia himself, Mr. Peter Keane. Oh, we've got another replay, my friends.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Yeah, we said, didn't we? We said it would be a replay, but I feel, after the chances we had in the first half particularly, I feel a little bit gutted that it's a replay.
Yeah, I do.
But I think, at the end there, Fareham had one bid off the line, so it could have been a lot worse. So, we live to fight another day, and we're in a cup draw on Monday.
Exactly, see who we get in the cup draw. I must admit, Kev Watkins, Club legend, who's not here today, he's over at the other side of the field listening to tribute bands at the Sausage Cider Festival, said, I'll see you Tuesday night, yelling. So he had a premonition it was going to be a draw. And you were right, Kev.
Yeah, he obviously jumped the fence
yeah.
and is over there rather than being in the football. But yeah, I think Dave will be very frustrated that we didn't get the job done today, get over the line, get a win. And I know he feels like a lot of fans do. It was in awful conditions, and thank God we invested in an all-weather pitch.
Yes, thank God for that. And also, man of the match for them was their keeper, who made some unbelievably good saves.
Yeah, fantastic performance, I've got to say. He pulled out some fine stops, particularly in the first half. So all credit to him. But yeah, like you say, we didn't win, but we'll go again Tuesday.
It will do. We'll get.
Oh look, I don't think there's any doubt about it. We should and could have put the game to bed by half time. I'm getting a bit sick of kind of repeating myself. I'm sure you guys are the same. We're having chance after chance to keep going begging, and you can't keep going on about it. But, although I am, because ultimately we're not putting the ball in the back of the net. So we at the end of the game, obviously they feel confident that they could have won the game as well, and I can't deny that. I didn't think they penetrated us too much in terms of getting shots on goal, massive amounts. I didn't think Tommy did loads, but they had some spells of pressure. But I thought for the first 45 minutes, some of the football was fantastic, and if we can replicate that, then we'll be all right. But I said to the lads at half time, no half of football is ever the same, and so it transpired. We started well, 10-15 minutes, and then they got off themselves a foothold in the game, and the rematch is going to be no different to that. It's a different half of football, different 90 minutes of football, and we're going to have to deal with it as it comes. But our aim will be to get on the ball, dominate the ball, pen them back, and try and create as many chances as we did in the first game. And if we do that and take one or two, a bit more clinical in the box, we'll be fine. But no two ways. We've got a tough game ahead of us, and we'll be ready for it. Hopefully we can take some good support down there. I know that we'll have the usual sort of diehards down there, but as many as we can. It's they're quite vociferous, aren't they? And they'll be shouting and screaming for their fans down there. For their fans will be down there, and let's hope we can go and do the same job we did in the first FA Cup game, where we drew at home, played well first half, got penned back a bit and made it a bit end to end at the second late part of the second half against Bashley, and went and won midweek. So let's hope that lightning strikes twice. But yeah, we'll be ready for it. Out the wins.
It will do. We'll get David to send over us over a message, because I've got to shoot now, so is Pete. So until then, we'll see you Tuesday night, same Winch time, same Winch channel. Take care.